Hey guys, so I just got done watching Day slash Dim, the new horror movie that debuted back in August on Peacock, the new Kevin Bacon movie. Um, Before I get into talking about the movie, I want to rant about something and not the movie itself. Am I the only one who thinks that Peacock is the worst streaming service in the fucking world? Like seriously, I don't think I'm the only one who's said this. I use I use Peacock a lot when it comes to like watching. As I watch wrestling, so I watch WWE, and it's just a nightmare. And apparently they did a new update on the fucking Peacock app, and man, it's even fucking worse than it was before. Somehow they fucking managed to do that. I don't know how, but they did. And fucking every time I was trying to watch this fucking movie, every about 20 minutes, the fucking the app would just quit and stop working. And I had to fucking reboot it, fucking restart the fucking movie, and then fucking get back to where I was. It's fucking annoying. I don't know what was going on with this fucking app. I've always had issues with this app. It fucking sucks. Like, seriously, Universal, NBC, get your shit together. This app sucks. This is like one of the worst streaming services out there. Um, God damn, man, like everybody has a streaming service like right now, and like you can't be fucking having a really shitty streaming service and hoping people don't fucking notice. But yeah, that's as far as just ranting about Peacock because it fucking sucks. I hate this fucking app. Like, I was bitching about Disney Plus because Disney Plus just changed their fucking app a little bit. It fucking sucks too. But yeah, let's talk about the actual movie now. Dave slash Dem. This is probably a movie not a lot of people knew about, but I heard about a few months ago when I saw a trailer for it and I was like, huh, that's interesting. It's a slasher movie taking place at a camp with Kevin Bacon in it. Cool. It's like that's exactly what I was like, all right, cool. And it's also about it takes place at a gay conversion camp. All right, or Kevin Bacon is the head counselor, and he's trying to set these gay kids straight, and then a slasher movie happens. That's like what the trailer made it out to be. Is like slasher movie happens, and I was like, all right, that could be interesting if done right. Yes, it's also from Bloomhouse, who, I mean, I swear makes every fucking horror movie nowadays. So of course they made this movie. Um, and I saw it wasn't getting good reviews, so I was like, I was not looking, didn't have high expectations going into it, and I'll say this: it's not that bad, but it's a fucking mess. It is a fucking mess. Um, I can name good things about it. Things I liked about it. Kevin Bacon is awesome. Kevin Bacon, every time he's on the screen, is the best part of this fucking movie. Uh, Kevin Bacon, like he plays this like seedy camp counselor. He is what you expect his character to be, which is this guy who is kind of hypocritical, is condescending towards these kids about how he wants to them to he pretty much says he is okay with who they are, but secretly wants them to not to be gay and stuff like that. And it's one of those kind of deals, and he kind of seems like maybe this guy's a little bit more darker than he not who he exactly says he is. And you kind of find out throughout the movie he isn't. And watching Kevin Bacon kind of be intimidating is pretty fucking awesome. It's like he is great in this movie. Like he is pulling a damn good performance out of this fucking movie. Because I mean, I think even out in his sleep, he probably could. He's a good actor, man. He's always been a good actor. I didn't realize until after I just watched this movie, the nurse in this movie who figures out something else is going on, weird is going on at this camp, is played by the girl who was the main girl in the My Girl movies, all fucking grown up. I'm like, what? I was like, I knew I recognized her from something. I couldn't fucking put my finger on it. And I looked it up. I'm like, yeah, she's the girl from the My Girl movies. I'm like, wow, I didn't know she was still acting. I looked it up. It was like she retired from acting for like 6 years and then came back. I'm like, all right, that explains it. It's kind of like been doing indie movies here and there, and I'm like, it's cool to see her in something again. She was okay in this movie. Really, like the acting in this movie, other than Kevin Bacon, was there were parts of this movie that the acting was really solid. The kids, like, talking about their feelings about feeling different, feeling like freaks from, and feeling ostracized from their family, felt like something that was coming from a real place. It actually felt like real emotions were sometimes being expressed in this movie. I was like, I'm sure real problems that they have to deal with in real life. They got real transgender binary actors to do these roles, and it was there was some scenes that felt authentic with these actors. There were times towards the end of the movie where it got really bad. The acting got really bad. Holy shit, does acting get some, like I said, including even the nurse actress I was like, she's not bad, and then towards the end, I'm like, oh boy. I was like, man, maybe there's a reason why she was retired for 6 years. I was like, the acting isn't that bad, but I was like, it also, it does come off like a teenage melodrama sometimes throughout this movie. I'll say that too, but I've seen worse acting. This movie, when I say it's a mess because I don't know what this fucking movie is supposed to be. I don't really. Can somebody tell me, is this movie supposed to be a horror movie? Is this movie supposed to be a slasher movie? If so, does this movie even realize it's supposed to be a slasher movie? Like, I don't think it does. Because it will completely forget. Like, I will forget that this movie is a slasher movie or even a horror movie. Because, like, a majority of this fucking movie is either like a teenage drama or it's a movie that's like kind of showing the horrors of a gay conversion camp of what, like, you think is a gay conversion camp, which I'm sure there's some that are a little extreme. I wouldn't say this extreme, but there's like some scenes that just feel like they're just trying to be a PG-13 version of Euphoria. There's a lot of sex in this fucking movie. I mean, you see a lot of butt, and that's about it. There's not like full frontal nudity like a Euphoria, but it's like sometimes it does feel like it's like trying to be a PG-13 version of it. Like I said, and then like when this movie is a slasher movie, it's like only for like, I swear maybe 20 minutes of this movie is a slasher movie. It's like, I don't know what, like, did they just tack this on for no fucking reason? Honestly, it felt like it was tacked on by a studio executive that, like, no one, like, because, like, the movie opens with the serial killer killing a lady, and you have no idea, like, there's no ever really any context, I was like, for a long time, what the fuck that was about. And then, like, the serial killer doesn't show up until, like, another 40 minutes into the fucking movie. I'm like, it's a really shitty horror. It's a really shitty slasher. Honestly, this is a really shitty slasher killer. Because, honestly, it could have done a lot of the things it does in this movie really fucking quicker than it does. And it could have been a quicker movie because of that. Because, like, there's no reason they couldn't have killed these people sooner than they did. And then what happens to the slasher killer at the end makes him even worse a fucking slasher killer. Like I said, it's weird. This movie doesn't know what the fuck it wants to be. Like, there are parts of it like where it's like a summer camp movie, like a fun, friendly summer camp movie, and then like it turns into a sinister summer camp movie, and then it turns into a slasher movie, and then it turns into a teenage romance movie. It's like you don't know what the fuck it wants to be. It's like, what the hell is this movie? I'm watching this movie like, this movie is very weird. This movie is very, very fucking weird. I can see why it's not getting good reviews. I think that's the main reason why. Fuck. It's like stick with one idea you want to be, movie, and stay that way. I don't know why I didn't, but whatever. Um, I wouldn't say this movie's horrible. It's not. It's forgettable. It's a streaming movie that honestly I'm glad I didn't see in a theater. Yeah, like I've seen worse. You want to see a decent Kevin Bacon performance? Then sure, watch it. I mean, there's a lot better horror movies to watch than this. Uh, yeah, it's all right. It's just okay. It's not terrible. It's just there. That's the best way to describe this movie. It's just there. Um, yeah, that's as far as they slash them. Uh, I will probably the next review will be Halloween Ends because I don't. But the next horror movie I'm planning to review, other than that, is Prey. I'm looking forward to that. That's the one reason I wanted to do these horror movies this year was so I could watch Prey finally. So yeah, that's like I will be finally getting to watch Prey. So until then, I'll talk to you guys later.